Page 2 of layout 2. You're going to need your black, well, your base page, of course, but then the big black square like that, and that is going to go looks like 1 1/8 from the bottom. So get your ruler out. 1 1/8. I'll just square that up. All right. Mine is floating all over the place here. And 1 1/8 from the sides. Like that. And then the white paper that you prepared by distressing is going to go next. French vanilla, actually. Okay, so now it's a day later. My husband is taking off and is on his way to Arizona, so I am doing my 20-hour challenge for myself. 20 hours of getting work done while he's gone, taking advantage of that. So hopefully some of you joined in with me on this little adventure, because I know by the time this shows that this will all be over. This piece of paper is going to go 3/4 of an inch from the edge. I'm checking to see, it doesn't say to not glue it anywhere. So I'm on hour 1 here for while he's gone. This is going to be 3/4 of an inch from the edge of the white paper, and then it'll be flush with the top and the bottom. Such a pretty pattern. Okay, just like that. And then we're going to do this little craft piece that you punch out. Looks like this. Now it does say on this one, don't put glue on this side here, because we're going to tuck something under that, and so we'll be lifting that. So try to do, I would say the top 2.5 inches at least, don't put glue. And I think that's it. Just the top left edge, yeah. Okay, and that goes backed up against this about 3/4 of an inch down from the white French vanilla color, like that, and but that right up against that pretty pattern paper. All right, and then we're going to start attaching photos. So the photos are going to be 4 by 4, and we don't want to use adhesive along the top edge of the top photo, the whole top edge. Okay, so those go 5/8 of an inch away from this, or yep, 5/8 of an inch. And then where is it showing? It looks like, well, let's start at the bottom one. So 5/8 of an inch from the bottom of the blueprint. Thank goodness for measurements. I bought a book of sketches that are not close to my heart, just because I wanted to mix it up a little bit for you guys. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they don't have any measurements, so it's all just guesswork. Ooh, I hate that. Okay, and it's gonna be 5/8 away from this piece of paper. So let me make sure I'm doing this right. Something feels funny. I think I did something wrong. Hold on before we mess up. Yeah, it looks like there's something in, I think I didn't put this in the right place. I think this is supposed to be 5/8 of an inch away. So if you haven't put it down, or you can use your undo, it looks like it does not butt up against that. It's 5/8 of an inch away, and then 3/4 of an inch. Sorry about that, you guys. Of course, I do this as, I do this sort of live, so sometimes I'm going to make mistakes. Okay, so 5/8 of an inch away, and then 3/4 of it down. If you can't take up what you already have, don't worry about it. Just work around it. So sorry about that. Okay, there we go. That's why it wasn't working quite right. So the photos now or 3/8 of an inch from the left, and then 5/8 an inch from the bottom of 5/8 of an inch from the bottom of this print, 3/4 of an inch away from, nope, not 3/4, 3/8 of an inch away from the pattern paper too. Okay, so let me get this back to the 5/8 inch, and then it's 3/8 of an inch over, or basically centered, because I'm looking on this and, well, I guess they moved it right off, so 3/8 of an inch over. They moved it right off of the pattern paper. So I'm gonna lay a little bit closer to this. Before we put the next one down, there is a chipboard piece, number 3 down here. Or is it 3? Let me see. I should have put 4 on there, because we're on page 4, but that's the piece. So it should say 4 instead of 3 down there. It's this little tab, I believe, to the best of my ability from what I could see on there. And we're gonna tuck that under here. Let's do that before we lay that photo down. And I hope this is all gonna work. So tuck that under. And I hope that's the right one. And then you can go ahead and put your glue for that piece. Okay. And then let's do the other photo, which will go 3¼ inch above the last one. Just remember that if I mess up, if you mess up, it doesn't matter. The main thing is that, you know, you get it done, you get your photos down, you know, everything does not have to be perfection. So I'm putting that 1/4 inch above it. Yep, that lays nicely. Okay, and this one, we were supposed to not put too much adhesive at the top, which I told you, but then I didn't listen to my own thing. So I'm just gonna take a little bit off there. Okay, now, I think that is it on that. Let's start decorating. Let's start up at the top. There is a circle die cut that you have. I'm gonna cut that because that is way too big to just tuck. And it looks like maybe about 3/4 of it shows, maybe 2/3 of it shows. So I'm just going to lay that slightly under the photo. And then next to that is stickers. And it's these stickers right here, labeled 4. And we may have to cut the bottoms of those off because I don't think it'll tuck all the way down in there. Yeah, so let me cut a little bit of that off. And then we can tuck it. And that goes around the left-hand side, almost to the top of the page, not quite. And then there is a little yellow tab, like the top of a tag there. And that's gonna go over the flowers and over the circle a little bit. And you can tuck that under the photo slightly. And oh, there's one more thing. And actually it might go under there. There is a little leaf here that I am not sure I saw before. I guess I labeled it though. So I must have seen it. Okay, and this is, we're gonna need like glue. So get your glue out. And then that just tucks in there too. And you could tuck it behind the yellow or in front. I already kind of glued down that yellow, so I'm gonna put it in the front there, that's fine. And then if you want to, you can go ahead and glue this back down. And let me see if I'm missing anything. It's so tiny. It's sometimes hard to see. Okay, good enough for me. And then on the photo, you're gonna have the good life. So what I'm gonna do, because I don't have my photo there yet, is I'm only gonna put a little glue on the left-hand side, let it hang off slightly and dry there. And then I can just slip my photo under it later. And then cherish memories down below that on the second photo. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put a little glue, and it's gonna go slightly off the photo where the glue is. check my camera. Okay, it looks like we're doing good. 10 minutes in. Now, there is an arrow there. Now, did I tell you about that arrow? I guess I did. Right here. I guess I'm doing a little better than I thought on those. Sometimes they're so hard to see. So that's the arrow you're looking for. And I'm just going to put that right under the photo, pointing to the right. It barely shows up. And let's work on the big tag. So we've got journaling tags here. The big one goes down first. We might be tucking under it, so don't put any adhesive right on the lower right, because we might be tucking a little bit there. And that just kind of goes, that looks like about a ½ inch away from the ruffles of the brown paper. And then the other two go over that. Now, again, we've talked about this before. It would look good popped up, so if you have a chance to do your journaling first, you know, go ahead and journal first. I feel like I'm tipped here. There we go. And then you could pop it up. Because I'm not doing my journaling yet, I'm just going to put it straight down. And just tip it slightly. And then the other one down here, also tipped slightly. Kind of like that. To the right of that is a bird. It's a small one. It looks like, gosh, that's hard to tell. It's only bird left, so I guess we're going with it. And then we're gonna do a sticker first. I think that's gonna lay down before the bird. Let's get your bird off here. And a sticker. And the sticker is this one. Okay, that's gonna lay down. Do you see this brighter color package on your pattern paper? So it's gonna go right under where the stamp is on that. Just tilt it slightly. And then the bird is to the left of that, overlapping slightly onto the journaling block. I will hold this up for you guys. It's just two more things there. Let me get that up closer so you can kind of see. And then we've got this, which looks just like the one on the pattern paper. I'm gonna lay it down, I think. No, because that bird is thick, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pop that up. Now all these stickers, if you decided to do the distressing around all the edges, you would want to do it around all the stickers. You would want to do it around all the die cuts. If you decide to go for that old look and distress everything with espresso or toffee or charcoal, all would look good with this and make it look aged. But I didn't think you wanted to sit here and watch me do that. But if I was doing this alone, I probably would. Okay, so that's just gonna kind of lay across there. And then we've got flower up here. And that, since part of that lays on here, I'm going to put one pop dot on the bottom petal and lay the other two petals right across that letter. Such a pretty layout. Oh my gosh. I love this. And that just will lay right across there. And that's it for this. So, let me pull up the other one. This layout might be my favorite. I thought this would be super, super busy because of all of that, but it turns out in person that it's not. I really like it. So now gonna grab a page protector, and we've got a few flip flaps to put on layout 2 or page 2. So let me grab my page protector. I missed a couple pieces, and I found them as I was cleaning up. So we have got this piece, which is a zip strip, and that tucks up under here, which will be nice because that'll kind of cover where I put my little bouquet of leaves. So I'm gonna lift mine up a little bit, and that just tucks in there. And you want to make it make sure this tag shows. So since I already re-glued down my paper, I'm gonna just cut this, tuck it, or barely tuck it now under there, because I want this little tag to show too. So that goes there. And then the other thing we missed is down here. I should say. Just goes under here, which will be very easy. So cut off a little piece of the yellow tag there. And that is gonna go tucked under this little letter sticker. I might cut it a little more actually. Goes here. Excuse me. And then this piece goes next to it. And that's all we missed. Let's move on to the flip flaps. So, right like that. And like that. Okay, guys. So slip page 2 into your page protector. Again, the seam would be on the left-hand side since you're doing the 2-page layout thing. And we've got a few. Make sure it's in there good, because once you put those flip flaps on, you want to make sure that the page is in the way that it's going to lay in your book, so that everything lines up. So here's what I have for this one. And it is going to have slight peeking out over here, I think. But we've got with the words, but because there's quite a lot of, let me see if this is going to work, because I want to do it right for you guys. And now that I've got those words down there, I'm thinking maybe I don't like them there because I think they're not going to show. So let me take a look at these. I know a lot of you don't do this exactly with me, so I'll put a little thing saying, let's wait on those words. So one thing you could do, see mine, I don't think they've dried completely, so I should be able to pull this off, I think. I might have a little mess under there, but the flip flap will cover it up. Now that I'm doing this, yeah, I got just the slightest little bit of paper pulled up there. Tried faster than I thought. Okay, so I'm gonna put this at the beginning to not put down these 2 pieces, so you won't be at this point where I am. And I'm going to recommend that we put these in the flip flaps themselves. So let me trim those off. It'll be covered up by the flip flap. Okay, so here's the flip flaps that we have for the first one. So you're going to take your 4x4 flip flap. Let me take these out because we're going to decorate them anyway. 4x4 flip flap. The flap is going to be on the left-hand side. Remember, when we put these in, the sticky side will be up. We'll slide them in, okay? So you're going to cut your butterflies 2 inches off the bottom. And then the other will be a photo, okay? So I'm going to put the photo so that it flips this way, right? First, though, I want to put the Good Life somewhere on this butterfly. Probably. Or maybe I'll put it on the outside of the flip flap. I think I will now. And if I do that, I will put it on the photo side. So let's do that. So sticky side is up. The open pocket is down. Slide those in so that when you open it, your photo will be facing upwards. Push those in. And then I'm going to put the Good Life here. And glue isn't going to work, so you're going to want probably, let me see if I got my red tape with me. Red tape would be good. Regular adhesive is going to probably work just fine too. But for mine, I think I'm going to use red tape, so let me look for that. Wasn't expecting to pull that out today. All right, there we go. Okay, I'm going to write that down, that you can add this to your list, supply list too. So now I'm going to feel for the opening here, because I want it to really stick to that flip flap. So we'll cut it about the length of the word. Stick that on there. And then of course you pull the backing off. Now I think regular adhesive would work fine too, because it's, you know, it's going to be actually inside of, you know, it's not going to be inside of a protector, but it's going to be inside of a, of the two flip flaps together. So I don't think it would be something you'd have to worry about adhesive wise, but see if I could get that little flap off. My piercing tool is not in good shape. Let's see if I can try my scissors instead. But this way, using this type of tape, you can be really safe. It just does not want to come up. All right. My goodness. Being very picky today. Okay. So then I'm just going to put it just like it would be on the photo that's underneath. But this way, because it's over the flip flap, I can glue the whole thing down. And so now when it opens up, that will be there like that. Okay. The other one, you're going to have one photo and the notes page. And now I trimmed this a little differently. I think I took a quarter off. You'll want to look at the real measurements. And basically, I cut it right below this line here, the dotted line, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 journaling spaces down, and then trimmed off the rest so it would fit in 4 by 4. Okay, and sticky side up there, pocket down, and I'm going to put the notes on the back. Yep, so photo on the top, notes on the back, and then you just fold that over. Okay, now let me do the other one before we put that on. The other one is going to be for the bottom. You got photo and photo, so that's easy. Your sticky is going to be on the top here, but it's going to be on the left-hand side. And then the final one is life is made up of moments. You're going to cut that down. Can't remember how I cut that, but it was probably 1 inch off the top, 1 inch off the bottom. Stick that in, and then a photo on the back. Okay? So let's put this back in the page. Oops, I need to do this one. Need to put the sticky thing on. So I will edit a bit and make sure that you know about this. Not to put it on the page itself. That is the benefit of pre-recording. I can fix a few things. All right, and I'm going to do the same thing with this. Put it down to the bottom. All right. Let's get this back on the page protector. Oh, I guess I have the page protector under it. All right, now both of these have the benefit of no decorations on, you know, over the photo. So that makes it prime real estate for doing this flip flap. So we're going to start, let's do the one on the right first. So that's your photo one, and with the notes, okay? Take your stickiness off. I'm probably going to have to stand to do this. Yes, it gets stuck to your everything. Now we want to try to get your flip flap centered nicely in your little flip flap. Put the photo mats centered nicely. And then try to lay it right over where the photo is. So it all matches up. Okay? Once you like it, go ahead and press it down with your bone folder. Mine disappeared momentarily. Okay. Remember, you can cut this piece off ahead of time if you want, and you don't like the look. It never bothers me. So I'm just getting that adhesive to really sink in, and it also kind of disappears when you do that. So there's the one. And then the second one, open this back up. It's going to lay next to it. Take that sticky off. Again, try to make sure that your mat or your decoration is all kind of centered in there, and then line it up over the actual mat below it. And then I'm going to go light and not press it down too hard because I want to make sure this one doesn't see. See, we don't want that. We want it to go up a little higher. So just a touch higher, I think. And I'm going to try to match it over here to this flip flap as I do it, because I kind of see where that's gone down. Try it again. Still not working. Right. Needs to be up a little higher, maybe. That's a little better, because this space is going to be on here. You might, when you put this on, you might want to go in a touch, because I feel like it's still going to stick out a little bit on the right hand side. So I'm going to go in just a little bit more here and see if that will help. Let me try that. That's a little better. And then, but I want the other one on the top like that. So if I get a little straighter, because mine's just not straight. Put it down a little bit more. See if that helps. I'm kind of using the adhesive. I can see the adhesive as a guide. There we go. That looks better. Okay, so like that. And then once you get it, so you like the way it looks, it's not going to cover my spot, so I might have to put a sparkle or something there. I think that works pretty good. I still think I could go just a touch higher. Let's see. That looks good. All right. Okay, it takes a few times. Now, one thing you could do that I didn't do is you could wait on taking your adhesive off and just play with it, and then make a little mark where you think maybe I'll do that on this next one. All right. And this one, we're going to start with the left-hand side. And I want to line it up under these so that, you know, everything kind of looks really good there. So if I put that, I am actually touching the top flip flap. Let me see how that's going to be. And then put this, I'm not taking the adhesive off just to see if that'll work better. Tucking that under. So I think that it'll be okay if I push that pretty much right up to that other flip flap and use that as a guide. And gotta line that up there. I want to make sure it doesn't hit that other flip flap there. Just touching. It is tricky to do the specialty flip-flop, you know, where you're doing something different. Okay, let me see that. And then I think that's gonna work. And that'll flip out the other way. So let me get this down. And then take this off. And I'm actually gonna try something different here and just kind of line it up with that other flip-flap as I go. By tucking that over the other flip-flap and kind of laying it down. I think that's gonna work. Oh, another option, if you don't want to do the fancier, see how cute. Oh, see, I got a little bit, did I get, okay. There we go. Let's see if I got them too close. I might have gotten them a little close. So you might want to make yours just slightly further apart. But I think not bad, not too bad. So another option, if this is not working for you, if you don't like it, if you don't want to, you're afraid to put all the extra work into it to get everything to line up, just do one here, one here. You can have them flipping up this way, you can flip out this way, flip out this way. You don't have to do the two on top. All right, so that's your other option. All right, so that's it for that one. So we got our two pages, one without flip-flops, one with, and you've added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra photos there. So that's a way to add extra photos, flip-flaps. Thanks, everybody.